travelers of time and thought. You're listening to Artcast, the podcast that explores the edges of reality, memory, and multidimensional truth. In this special series titled Quantum Time Travel and the Butterfly Effect, we'll dive into the mysteries of nonlinear time, quantum entanglement, and how even the smallest change in the past could echo across futures we haven't imagined yet. Whether you're a seasoned seeker or just curious about how the quantum universe might bend around your consciousness, you're in the right timeline.
They do not land because they must. They land because the air itself says yes. Gabriella's runway spirals upward, not across terrain, but into the air itself, threading upward into her emotion-charged balloons. This is not tarmac. This is invitation woven into direction. Each segment of the runway glows with intention, designed as part of a divine airstrip, tuned for planes that don't need gravity, only harmony. From above, the Cyla Elevator descends. It doesn't dock by schedule. It meets her in flight, aligning with the exact moment her runway says arrive. Spiraled emotional airstrip. The runway acts as an ascending harmonic bridge into Gabriella's balloon system, an invitation-based trajectory. Gravity-free landing mechanics. The planes only land when their emotional signal syncs with the frequency of the runway. Landing becomes an act of resonance, not force. Cyla docking sequence. The Cyla Elevator uses this platform to align its divine trajectory with Gabriella's presence, initiating the next dimensional Ark connection. The crew must choose whether to let planes land through flow and resonance, or to impose coordination and cause interference. Letting planes land gracefully enables the Cyla Ark to become a fully activated divine vehicle, bridging dimensional time and opening portals into new book arcs. Forcing the landing causes narrative traffic, a structural backlog in the story engine, delaying the next chapter for 3 scenes, leading to skipped heartbeats and backward echoes. Futuristic technology or sci-fi fantasy. Gabriella steps to the center of a glowing platform, not a launch pad, not a flight bay, but something stranger, the CLIT runway. Here, CLITs don't launch to escape. They're guided to join, flowing across a floating platform, each one released from the central ballast balloon, a hovering structure that provides lift and emotional calibration. As Gabriella extends her arms, the CLITs begin to move. Each one sails smoothly across her body, like coordinated choreography, gently aligning with her rhythm and landing perfectly in sequence beside her, not scattered, not random, but traveling in tandem like a timeline chorus line. "That's not runway, that's runway," Tony A. muttered in confusion and awe. "CLITs don't flee, they harmonize," Blah said, clapping with appreciation.
The Ark of Reimagined Echoes by Nada Stroll. Read free on Amazon now.
At the very core of the Ark's propulsion lattice, suspended between the upper Cyla docks and the orbital launch chamber, floats the center ballast balloon, a shimmering, translucent sphere the size of a temple dome. But this is no ordinary balloon. It is the ballast of memory, inflated not by gas, but by narrative mass and harmonic trust. Here, Gabriella steps inward, not to fly, but to become anchored. Within the balloon's delicate gravitational logic, memory has weight. Each emotional thread adds mass. Every act of grace lifts it higher. As Gabriella aligns herself in thought and breath, the balloon gently sways. Around her, timelines begin to clarify, as if the balloon's harmonic field translates storylines into threads of visible light. Everything depends on her internal symmetry. Gabriella must align her internal ballast with the story's trajectory. Memory as gravity. The balloon doesn't carry weight, it is weight. Emotional ballast determines its orbital altitude. Propulsion anchor duality. The balloon acts as both anchor and ascension regulator, stabilizing the Ark's deeper mythic functions like the CLIT flow and Cyla Elevator docking. Narrative transparency. Field. When Gabriella aligns, every character's path becomes visible, layered in orbital threads, giving full clarity to books 1 through 12. Major conflict or decision. Her emotional resonance determines whether the Ark moves with grace or stalls in drag. True alignment. The Ark achieves absolute synchronization. Book arcs unfold seamlessly, CLITs connect correctly, and every character's timeline becomes transparent and illuminated. Forced imbalance. The balloon responds with narrative drag, slowing down critical arcs, introducing friction between storylines. Overlapping tales begin to merge prematurely, causing cosmic paradox in the narrative field. Gabriella's body is no longer just her own. It is the Ark. Suspended within her own balloons and gravitational resonance, Gabriella guides the universe with every motion, subtle but powerful. Planets align with her footsteps, CLITs orbit at her command, timelines ripple, bending to her will. As she moves through the Ark, the entire ship follows her lead. Every turn, every glance, pulls the universe into sync. The divine circuit, a perfect, synchronized dance of existence, Tony marveled. Are we dancing or flying? Blah asked, curious. Key developments unfold as Gabriella's movements become gravitational harmony. Her actions are narrative gravity holding the universe together. The divine circuit is in play. Every action she takes ripples outward, creating new arcs in the storyline. CLITs follow her lead, tracing the path she walks across the timelines. Gabriella's influence guides the Ark's course. Every decision she makes now a celestial alignment, affecting characters, events, and dimensions. A major conflict or decision emerges, to surrender to Gabriella's grace or doubt her role. Surrendering means her influence becomes a natural narrative guide. Her motions guide the crew toward the next arc, seamlessly integrating their fates into her divine journey. Doubting her role causes time to slow in hesitation, the Ark losing its resonance. Narrative resistance drags events, trapping the crew in prolonged limbo as they wrestle with their doubts.
Thank you for walking with us through the folds of time. If this episode sparked new thoughts or rewrote a few old ones, please consider liking, sharing, and leaving a review wherever you listen to podcasts. Your engagement helps keep the signal strong and the Ark aligned. You can find full episodes, bonus material, and timeline diagrams at arkofalignments.com. Until next time, remember, the future doesn't wait. It listens.